Salute, it's Jeff.
This is Corey.
Hello, Corey. Welcome back once again.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
Yeah, you were here in the previous demo for Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. I was going to say Fallen Destiny, but that's
No, that's next week.
Playing Destiny's next week. Actually, this game is also kind of next week, right? It's about to come out. This is Team Ninja's latest and greatest. It's another Neo game, except it's in China instead of mystical, slightly historical, mystical Japan. We had slightly historical, mystical China, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the systems carried over. Their main point of inspiration seems to be Sekiro, mixed with like some Diablo loot and etc. The Neo styles kind of, I guess at this point, it's kind of their own style, but very deflection heavy. The last demo also kind of had some, let's say, strained connectivity. So we're going to see if it works better this time.
Yeah, a couple of things happened.
This is technically like a final demo. So it's like you can carry over some of your, I don't know, say file data. So I was like, okay, so it's the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, they plaster across the front like, oh, this isn't final product, things can change. I was like, you put the demo out and it's 1 week before the game comes out. This is part of the game.
Yeah, this is about as final as you can get.
It's like maybe they'll fix like there's a spelling error in something, or something small like that. But if the deflection or parry system, you just don't like it, it's not going to change between now and then. So
yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that.
We're coming in. The demo has an opening mission, which is single player only. Kind of already ran through that off screen. Also, it also has the full character creator in here too, which we kind of covered in the previous video too. It's the Neo character creator. It's still pretty good,
Yeah, very powerful, very robust.
Robust. Also robusty if you want to.
That's an option in there. They got a slider for it.
They do got a slider for it. I am playing on Xbox Series S version. It's also going to be on Game Pass, so if you have that on Xbox or PC, it's pretty easy to check out.
It's already free.
Yeah, it's already free. Asterisk. You're also playing on Xbox? Are you doing a Series X, or do you have also a Series S?
I'm doing it on my Series X. So I think you need to go to the flag.
I'm at the flag. Let's see. Recruit seems to be. You can use the Tiger Seal to recruit other players online to assist you, as long as the aid gauge is not completely depleted. Right. Okay. So we'll have kind of a shared life, I assume. See, yeah, much like it was in Neo, it was have like a shared health pool. Well, a shared co-op pool, not your actual individual health. Okay. Yeah, I love level syncing as an idea because it's solving a problem that was also created by the genre of game in the first place.
Right.
So it's like we got it. It's like we're Team Ninja Gaiden action game. And then it's like, well, the trend is to have numbers games, so we'll put loot in it. And they basically made the same game, except sometimes there's a number associated with the damage so that you beat a boss 1 or 2 hits faster and they kill you in 3 hits instead of 2 hits. And that was the effective difference between stats.
Revolutionary.
But now it's like, well, also people like playing together, so maybe we just change the numbers back down so that people can have a level playing field. And I was like, we've come full circle. Mm-hmm. we're just playing a video game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recruit allies.
Yeah, just take the RPG element out of the RPG element, and boom, there we go. Perfect game.
Let's see. Oh, I guess recruit is for randoms, so maybe co-op is the one.
Yeah, we might need to do the set password one.
I can just use the invite friends button. This is going to be easier.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, yes. I've been playing Wild Hearts a lot. That game is extremely dope. I've been playing on PS5, and I've reminded how much I dislike PlayStation's party invite system, and also like the way they handle accessories. So let's say that currently the Microsoft system has a much friendlier way to get in and out of games and to use parties and communicate with other people. Put it that way.
I must refrain from commenting.
That's perfectly fine. Do As you must.
Oh, you have to select it.
I haven't picked a level, I guess. Where is that? Where would that be? Oh, unselected in the middle. Okay.
The demo also throws a lot of stuff at you and sort of expects you to be at least vaguely familiar, I guess, with the Three Kingdoms.
Something I know very little about. Of course, I also don't know a lot about like Sengoku era Japan either. And I assume that the Neo games and not Dynasty Warriors, but like the Samurai one and other games like that are historically accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about it either. All I basically know is that the Yellow Turban guys that are having this is in the middle of the Yellow Turban Rebellion that gets put down by basically by the guys from Dynasty Warriors eventually.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Yellow Turban Rebellion. It's like a term I've heard before, but don't know anything else about the period.
The peasants got tired of the royalty controlling everything while there was a famine going on, and somebody came along and said, "I was like, hey, rulers kind of suck, and they don't care about us."
It's a good thing that has changed now.
I will refrain from commenting again.
Do you like my beautiful standard that I've set up here?
Those are definitely colors.
They are colors. I was okay.
Let's see, okay, I can use it too.
Okay, that's good to know. I assume that either of us can. Yeah. Okay, we're reset. I was at like a morale 5 or something, but I think because we did like a start from scratch on the mission, we're starting back at 0, which is a little strange. But hey, I think we'll be a good morale number in this case. Is determines dynamically kind of the level of spells we can use, and also like the strength of attacks, because the enemies also have morale levels. And it's I find it's a pretty interesting and intuitive system when they actually explain it to you, which they didn't in the previous demo, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where
that was definitely one of the missing things.
As you fight well, your morale increases, and if you explore, you can get a minimum morale, so you don't actually go below it. Other than that, it is the... oh, dang. Red attacks can't be blocked, so I need to deflect those if possible. I have died already. It did not help that I do not have hyper armor for my huge attack with my slow weapon, so I need to know that.
Oh, neither do I.
This one doesn't count. We'll okay, so syncing video in 3,
2, 1.
Okay, alright, this is where we're starting. Salutations, Jeff.
Yeah, there's Corey.
The weapon I'm using is the like really slow, heavy weapon I got from like the tutorial boss. So it's special moves, the martial arts abilities, like this kind of earth trimmer thing. And the magic spells, the special moves, they use your sort of focus bar, deflection meter, stamina, which is at the bottom and goes left and right, negative and positive.
Yeah, when you dodge, it shows up.
Yeah, so dodging, each of these dodges is a deflection. Really more in the Sekiro sense of you need to deflect multiple times for like harder enemies or chains of attacks, so very deflection heavy. It still has the blocking blocks all damage style of like a Ninja Gaiden and a Neo, which I do like. But
it would be more useful if I ever remember to block.
I feel like Team Ninja has been trying to teach me personally to hold the block button. It's like, this isn't Dark Souls. It'll actually let you block all damage. There's no chip damage for the most part, except for some elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that you need to be blocking and then find your windows to counterattack. Now, they've been trying to teach me that, but I haven't necessarily learned that. Okay.
Oh, there's also another interesting thing. Like, so since that guy got us, nothing happened.
Nothing happened, but earlier in an alternate potential timeline, that guy is leveled up to morale level 2 over there. Let me actually hit the right person here with the attack. Fine, do a red attack if he wants to. Okay, there wasn't a red attack. It kind of Slice. I guess and a bash. Slice and a bash. We got lads coming in. Oh, we've been cutscened. Okay.
Out of the way!
My screen is being passive aggressive. It says waiting for allies to skip.
It's not even displayed this cutscene with your own character. Well, that's lame.
No, it's displaying the cutscene.
Okay.
It's just that like in the I'm not pressing anything, but in the bottom right hand corner, it's just constantly saying waiting for allies to skip.
The corporal, he's been...
Enough. You're badly wounded.
Well, at least they gave you the option to skip if you want to. I mean,
Back to camp. Go.
I'm surprised that doesn't show up sometime.
Yeah.
Basically, be an XR violation of this
Forgive
point.
my rudeness earlier. A malicious soldier.
No
are
comment.
you?
No
If
comment.
so,
I get it.
would you kindly lend your courage to me?
I will lend you my courage and only my courage. No one else is here. Pay no attention to the
I lead
tall lady
the
standing
forces
behind
of
me.
General Gonsen.
Ah,
My name is
interesting.
Zhao Yun.
So you do pick this guy up.
The Yellow Turbans have control of Mount Dongshan.
So we got like a little
You
party of
don't
three
look
going
short of
there.
confidence.
Yeah, I figured that since I was here, he would be like, "Oh, it seems your party is full. Goodbye." But apparently not. We got a dude.
Good to know. Let me actually put the audio down. Yeah, about 40% down. I think it was a little hot and the levels on the side here.
Yeah. I can see you in the
alright,
menus as well.
Hopefully I'll be able to play better with this now blood-encrusted spiky maul. We'll see. It's a game that feels real good if you get parries and extremely bad if you don't. And I find that I don't more often than not, especially at the beginning here.
Yeah.
The tutorial level boss was a real boss, not a joke.
Yeah. It was like the first boss in a Dark Souls game, only you have to beat him.
So it's the first boss of Dark Souls 3.
Fair point. It was also weird. It's like, I too have been playing a lot of the Wild Hearts, and then come in here and it's like, okay, right trigger to pick up stuff. It's like, well, that's going to ruin me.
That's completely different. Can I get in there? No? Okay. Sometimes you can get a little side area. You never know. Enemies that defeat other players. Okay, vengeance targets. Okay, this is another Neo thing. These are like your hero flag. So yeah, we can summon in a... Oh, this one says offer use of Dragon's Paw. Yeah, sure, I'll donate. Okay. I donated a charge of my Estus Flask in order to get a morale boost.
Yeah, I think looks like
Okay,
you got
that's
a
kinda
buff. And I can do it independently as well.
Okay. So the morale is not shared. I assume that the morale minimums would be shared, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, there we go. I like that. Okay. Well, I'm still attacking, but okay. The
We have
important thing
avenged
is
that person.
it's been avenged for sure. Some lads here. I do like the fact that I can just throw rocks at people with a special move.
There's a
on
key
here.
flake in that corner.
Sweet. Genuine. I guess they do pronounce it chief in here. The genuine chief lake is a breakfast of champions. I'm gonna be able to it's the equivalent of like a Soul of the Lost Undead or so forth. In a Dark Souls style level up juice that you can imbibe at your leisure. Like we've got a you can raise a banner here. This should raise our base morale. And this also is a checkpoint. So there are also optional ones that aren't checkpoints, but they still raise the morale. So I think it's a good way to encourage some more searching around. I'm gonna murder some folks here. Okay, those guys didn't make it. You know what? I thought they might not, but can't be for sure. This is a game where your basic attacks got some weird graphical LOD issues popping in and out here, but it is a game where your basic attacks do no stamina depletion or change your meter at all. Only the heavy attacks and your specials will actually. So it's basically telling you, like, your default stance should probably be mashing the basic attack against an enemy to press their defenses. That was certainly the case for fighting the first boss, where it was like, you need to just keep the pressure up and just keep working at him, and then watch for a deflection opportunity.
Yeah, I tried setting him on fire, but that didn't work as well as I wanted it to.
Do have some fire abilities, although the fire spell that I have right now is going to need one more morale rank before I can start lighting dudes on fire. As far as I can tell, the spells also just use your stamina, which recharges. So there's it's not like a mana bar or something. So it's like whatever style you just want to focus on, you can just kind of do it. Bamboo bow. Sweet. Okay, should probably equip that. It seems like a good thing to equip. I do want to also. Oh, I should remove helmet. I like the turban hat right now, but I feel like I've been wearing it for a while, and let's see if I can't. Also, like in Neo and games like that, the long range weapons are deadly. And the ammo is scarce and expensive. So it's not like in a Dark Souls where it's like, give me 999 arrows for like $1, the equivalent of $1. It's like, no, would you like to spend, your life savings? Here's 4 arrows. They were hand-fletched, artisanal arrows.
All right.
That's right. I wanted to see if I could get a... I'm going to be in the menus for just 1 second here because Neo also has a lot of really great menu options. There's so many like specific things, maybe too many, but you can change basically everything. But yes, show head equipment. I think I'll just hide it for now. Get a little appreciate the sort of off to the side ponytail thing I got going in there. Okay.
Yeah. I will turn off my hat as well. It is so few games allow our hair to come through.
I suppose that's true. Yeah,
really well.
That's
it is a shame.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Also, I do like the little physics bounce on the. Yeah, that's nice. I think that mine is okay. It's basically stapled to my shoulder, as the neck. That's fine. I get it. You don't want to just flipping all around crazy like. It's so easy to have a ridiculous hair flipping around. To know when it is slightly more tasteful.
All right, just got the shooting tutorial. That means that there's someone with a bow and arrow somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I can see him on the ridge up there, which is kind of. Boop. Hey, I've got to level through morale. Now I can set dudes on fire. Need to remember to do that next time. Got a chest here. Very nice. Durban Bandit Guard. Let's see if that is better than what I've got. Yeah. It's got a few more intrinsics on it, which basically means that it doesn't matter at all. The intrinsics are only if you're playing the hardest difficulty the third time through the game and you're at the very end. Otherwise, you'll just equip the new thing that you get and forget about it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Unlike you, I have next to zero Neo experience.
I like Neo a lot, and I engaged with the sort of extremely high amount of numbered loot that comes out of things for a while, but effectively there is no difference between like minus 1.2% chi regen on a pair of pants versus like plus 1.8% range to damage. Like, nah, I'm not gonna pick one over the other. Eventually you could forge your own and mix and match them and like take one and forge it into another one. But like most games with gear, like you only do that at the end of the game when you're like, oh, I need some very specific things for a build. But up until that point, it's just, what is the better number for defense or offense? Good. Will do.
So this is a trap.
You don't say. Oh, I'm offering some more. Here we go. A prayer to fire ice dreams for for dying here.
I have disarmed the trap.
Okay, I was just going to go around. Oh, he didn't fall off? Okay, I was kind of expecting him to fall off. Alright, I'm going to set the next guy on fire and remember to do that.
Oh, so I still see credit for avenging people, even if I don't activate the thing. That's good to know.
Okay.
And it still gave me the 40 accolades, which... no idea what that's for.
I would guess it would have to do with the title system, probably. Which is another Neo thing. Let me bring it up on the menu real quick so I can at least have a visual aid of what I'm talking about. So there's a titles section in the sort of menu, which is like an extremely exhaustive achievement list. You know, kill 100 this enemy, kill 200 of this enemy, use this weapon 50 times, and then each of these you get points, and you get, at least in Neo, the way was every time you'd get enough points, you'd get a permanent character buff that's just like a flat passive bonus to a stat, and you'd just keep stacking those forever and ever and ever as you went through the whole game over and over again in harder difficulties. But a lot of these are the hard ones were always beat is the boss. I think Annihilation, which is beating bosses without taking damage. So.
Ooh, two
Set
big
that
ones.
guy on fire. There we go. Oh, I thought my Earth spell would have done more than that. Sad. Did get the deflection. That always feels nice. Hey! Get shot.
Oh,
Being
I see
shot
him.
from. Oh, there he is. Okay. I get that headshot. Okay. I'm being shot again. Okay, there's another one on the.
This will deal a sharp blow to the
Oh,
enemy's
on the roof.
Okay, well, he's looking at you. Let me. Oh, that works out. Morale level 6. Very nice. We got rank 1 steel. So, hooray.
Excellent, I think.
Yes, perhaps so. So you've raised the banner. Do you want to rest here?
Hold
Or
on,
if,
there's
if I rest here. Yeah, there's some items. Let me see if I can do some platforming to get some of these.
there's an arrow up there.
Okay, got some arrows. Corals. Ooh, more arrows. Nice. See a drop down spot. That zone. I do appreciate a game that just gives you double jump with no explanation, because none is needed. Oh, I've gotten the menu at the same time. Okay. Video game that is not the appropriate time to give me a pop-up. Okay. I have no idea what the pop-up said because I was immediately hit.
Quiet, puppy.
I guess if you're watching at home, you know more than I do about whatever popped up on the screen just a second ago. Okay, out of healing flask. That's probably okay. I'll make this jump. Yeah. Okay, could have climbed up here. Ooh, another item.
Oh, more dudes.
Genuine G fragment. Very nice. We'll get the item from the archer we killed earlier. Bamboo bow. Okay. That is a... Number is better. Okay, this has flame and toxin attack power bonus. I don't know if that means with the weapon only or passively, so that my fire spells do more damage. Seems clear. Fatal Strikes. Oh yeah, sorry. We can do plunging attacks too. Sneak attacks and plunging attacks.
You don't say.
I assume that the tooltip was in response to events that were happening off screen. I wonder if I can jump over this guy. All right, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Very good. He didn't make it. I mean, he was just kind of enjoying the view, and then just got stabbed in the back. So it goes.
I have lost track of you.
I'm rooftop hopping here looking for little items that... I see little glowies. I gotta go for the glowies. I got a refresh on one of my Estus Flask equivalents, so that's nice.
No, I have.
I got a second refresh. Okay, this is cool. I do appreciate this. I think there was another Souls-like that had done this, and maybe it was like Surge 2 or something like that, where you could refill your Estus Flask charges. Maybe it was one of the Dark Souls, actually. I'm trying to remember which one it came from originally. You could refill uses by just, doing damage to enemies or random drops. Possibly also Neo 2 did this, although it's been a while since I played that. I feel like we could go through here. Dog. Dog. You could have lived, dog.
That was another trap. So many traps.
Yeah, it's that kind of video game. I feel like we could also have gone. Was there another path back here on the side? Trying to draw a map in my head of the zone. I think that I didn't go in here. Yeah, there's a treasure chest in here. Okay, iron sword. All right. I'm trying to change up what I'm using. Brick club, iron sword. Yeah, let's try out the sword. One-handed sword here. Faster. Let's see, and this is, what is a special attack? Okay, it's a backflip. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. I'll probably kill myself by throwing myself, like off a cliff. Was there a side path here? Yes, okay. I feel like the mental map is almost complete here. Okay, there we go. There should be another...
There are those colors
morale
again.
Increase. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It's beautiful, shining purple and green of EVA 01, and then, just a little bit of red and pink splashed in there just for contrast,
We will not avoid danger, or the lives of our people threatened.
I'm talking to you. No?
All right, after this, I'm going to have to look up who Zhao Yun, who he actually was.
So if you hit the rest, I assume that it would repopulate for both, or does it suck me into the menu too? See what happens.
Let's find out.
Sure. Okay, I got a fade to black, and then it moved me over to where you're standing. Okay. And I got some accolades. Okay, I guess I really don't know what that means, but we'll see. Following feature has been unlocked. Reinforcements. Okay. Summon an NPC or recruit allies to assist you on the battlefield. You can use that number of tiger seals to call friendly warriors and have them assist you in clearing battlefields, as long as the aid gauge is not completed. Okay, so using a resource to get co-op buddies, I assume either people or, just AI companions. Let's see, do I have a particular spell I want to go towards? I think I want to get this Surging Blaze, which means I'll need a few more fire spells. Each of the trees of magic, which I think there are 6, right? Wood, earth, fire, water, wind, metal, phase.
Oh wait, 5.
Oh, is that 5? Oh, let's see. Wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Oh, okay. Okay, so wind wasn't one. That's the other. That's the other game. That's Wild Hearts. Okay, I'm getting my terms confused. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, playing them back to back, mixing up.
Yeah, one of the things I do like about this system, though, is that you get spell points per tree. So even though I'm leveling up and I have, let's say I'm spending most points in fire to get more damage and fire spells, I still get spell points for like the water tree that can only be spent in the water tree. So it encourages you to like, hey, at least get one water spell. Maybe you'll like it. Another nice quality of life feature that's directly from the Neo games is your soul meter, soul count will glow when you have enough for a level. Let's put another one into fire. Each of the spell phases is also basically where you spend the points for character level ups. Instead of being like strength or dexterity, it's just the elements, which is I like that. Might as well combine the two. Just don't have them completely disparate systems. Let's do one more into fire. Why not? Well, I could do earth. My character's currently like fire earth half and half, mostly because the weapon I was using was like slow weapons, and the earth has the like get better equip load, so like stamina and equip load increases. I was like, I probably want that because I probably want to at least see what the heavy armor is later on without having too many penalties. And then fire seemed to be just like, hey, you improve, or you get your spirit / mana back faster by attacking and deflecting. I was like, yeah, that seems good.
Yeah, I saw damage and health.
Can now learn the wizardry spell you had set to target. That another quality of life feature. When you're on the skill tree, you can mark it, and it gives you a tooltip. It's like, hey, that thing that you marked that you wanted to get earlier, now you can get it. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's do that. This Surging Blaze requires a little effect here. It says it requires 3 points into fire, which I have 6. It requires at least 1, I don't know, wizardry point, so we can spend that. And then the 7 there in the middle of the screen is the minimum morale level before you can cast it. So currently we're running with more than 7. If we die, we'll lose morale, or in the end we can get it back by defeating the enemy as a form of vengeance, that kind of thing. But at least at the moment, I don't expect to die too much in co-op until the boss fight, when I expect to die constantly and repeatedly.
Okay. I have looked up Zhao Yun and why he seemed familiar. He was apparently a notable ally of Liu Bei. So Dynasty warrior, yeah, Three Kingdom things, yeah. So he is indeed one of those. Like I guess for Chinese people it'd be like Abraham Lincoln has entered the battlefield. Like,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it does. Similarly to the video games that I played that have like Neo as an example, the historical figures or warlords of Japan. It's just being American, being a relatively young country, and despite the fact that like a lot of countries, the country was born out of a war. A lot of like the foundational myths and what are very young. So there's not like this there's not like this entire like subgenre of fiction, I suppose, that is like focused on like the semi-historical and mythological exploits of actual real people. But then like, I mean, I guess there's kind of that with like some like American tall tales and things, but
yeah, I mean,
it's a different thing. I don't think there's gonna be a Neo style Dark Souls derived game with like
Paul Bunyan
Paul Bunyan in it or something. I guess it could happen, but I'm gonna equip my wizardry spell when I'm thinking about it. Can't even tell. Seamless edit. Perfect. This is where I'll just like cut into the middle of a sentence. Dog! I forgot that everything gets reloaded.
I was wondering if you were going to remember the dog.
The answer was no. That's right. We'll do some sorting. Okay, so It's bad. It seems like there's a bad situation going on here. Sorry.
Yeah, this is probably a trap. This is definitely a trap.
Yep, we
I've
got
sprung the trap.
Poison throwing knife. The guy is like not quite on fire, but he was like getting there. Just doesn't have enough health to be set on fire.
We will need to be careful here.
Right. Go left. Sneak, 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 sneak. Oh.
All right, you can be on fire for that.
Got a archer in the back. He's throwing stuff.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
no, I mean,
Zhao
Zhao
Yun's
Yun
taking
got
him.
him. Yeah, go for it. No worries. I was able to deflect the rolling log trap, so I do like that.
Excellent.
Being able to deflect things that you wouldn't think you'd be able to deflect. Chef's kiss.
Increasingly concerned for our scouts.
And then offer a dragon pot here.
It's a race against time. We must hurry.
I do want to check the right path. I feel like the right path is a side path. Yeah.
All right, wanted to catch up to you.
Let's keep going up. Got more lads coming. Okay, it was in fact side path. Okay, got a new flag. Fortitude raised. And then that's just going.
That's just going back where we were.
Yeah. Okay. But I think it might just be like north.
I was assuming that it was north.
Unclear. I'm a little unclear on that one, actually.
Yeah, since it just never changed, I just assumed that, okay, this is north or arbitrary direction on here that we're just going to keep consistent.
Just, yeah, some direction to navigate by.
Oh, speaking of,
Shortcut. Boop.
now we're playing a Souls-like.
Yeah. We found the side with which the door shall open. See if I can do some lighting folks on fire. I've got the big fire spell. I feel like I just have to keep offering. Yeah, morale's been raised. Don't know if my morale being at 12 is particularly useful now, but suspicious door and
Killed in battle by demon.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think I know what got this guy.
We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure.
We will have to make a stand here.
Okay, I also suspect, but this is
This
just
foe may pose us a challenge.
empirical evidence, circumstantial at
Be
best.
sure to keep your guard up.
Oh. Please don't resurrect over and over and over again.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Ugh. He hit back before going forward, so that's good to know. 1, 2, trying to count his attack patterns. 1. Oh, that okay, got that. Sweet. Let's set him on fire a little bit.
Nice.
Nice. Keep it going. Let's throw some fire on him too.
Thing is getting ready to drop kick.
Ah, the drop kick. Okay. It was too early on that one. Okay, got that one. Sweet. Okay, I'll take the opportunity to heal. Never mind, just kidding. I cannot. Okay,
Yep,
he's angry.
Spiky stuff.
Oh, I did the dodge, so I didn't get hit, but I didn't get the deflection. Sweet. Some free hits on him. Ooh, got the break.
he's not taking quite as much damage from that as I was hoping.
Well, it's probably co-op scaling. If you do get another break, we can try and push it a little bit before doing the Y attack. Try and get some extra free damage before doing the knockdown. There we go. Sweet. Got the kick. Okay, do some free damage, and then
Y.
Okay. And then Y. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. I'm currently positive he, is he, I feel like there's a AoE coming. What are we doing? Base change. Sweet. I love that kick. It's awesome. Oh, I shouldn't have been spamming the Y. Could have gotten a little extra damage out of that one.
Yeah, most of the time that's what I'm doing.
Okay, alright. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. He's fading, so I think that it was just one phase.
Okay, good. We don't have to rip out a stupid worm and cut it in half with a special sword that kills you.
You know, but it was also a tragic story about monkey that was immortal and could no longer be with his love.
And took to drinking. So much drinking.
You take that and you put it in a
fought well,
pickling
my
jar
friend.
so that you can get some really good flavored
That was a
meat.
sight to behold. I cannot
And then you
understand
smoke that meat.
how one as strong as you could have gone unnoticed. Your force was like that of a dragon soaring heavenward.
Oh, I guess the big generals all will have spirit monsters for us then?
This is a Neo game. It's not called Neo, but you go to a historical figure, they give you this sort of like, you
I
know,
was unsure
dramatic history, and then
of
you get a
what I
special
ought to do
summon.
to protect those dear to me. But you, a warrior as valiant as a dragon, have shown me the way.
Now, I wonder if it's an actual spirit summon or if it's like him.
Shall pierce through the darkness, enveloping our age. An army of 100,000 might stand in my way, but it would matter not. For like a majestic Qilin, I shall carve out a road to peace.
Okay, it's probably
I guess
the
he's a
Qilin.
Keelan.
Ah, there we go. This is the that's what the Kirin's based off of, Monster Hunter. Which I guess the Kirin is like the
Forward.
Japanese equivalent of the
We will retake the mountain and
I
avenge the fallen.
apologize for pronunciations of Chinese and Japanese words.
Yeah, we're American. Those are going to be bad.
Yep.
But we're trying.
Qilin's Jade through swearing an oath. Okay, it's Divine Beast with Y and B. Okay, you gotta have your Devil Trigger, your Super Summon, whatnot.
Yep.
Each one has different skills. I assume that it also has passives that you can.
I had not expected demons to be among them.
Oh, okay.
This
Yep,
could be
this is
only
getting more
more difficult.
complicated now. Resonation
Nonetheless, we
with
will
X
not
and
back
A. Summon Divine Beast, powering up you and your allies. Okay, so one is like the DPS effect, and one's like the support effect. That's what I'm gathering here.
Seems that way. The Y and B was the one that... so apparently in the opening, Jeff and I had a slightly different experience. The halfway through the opening boss, well, the second phase of the opening boss,
For sure.
companion person told me, hit the Y and the B button, and I did that, and it immediately ignored the remaining half of the boss's health and just put me in the cutscene. Jeff beat the boss by taking his health bar away from him.
Which is it worked, and it took a while, but I got there. And like a good Souls style boss, the time that I was successful, I had 1 HP left and no healing. So
Yeah, it was just odd to me that I was like, oh, I'll summon this thing and it'll give me a little bit of a damage boost to help with the other half of his health, and like it just immediately ended the fight. Not by hitting him, mind, but it literally just ended the fight and put me in the cutscene.
okay, then I had sort of a negative experience after that, where someone had like texted me, and I was like, oh, I should respond. I was like, oh, let me try and pause the cutscene, and it was like, pressed a button, and it was like, do you want to skip the cutscene? I was like, no, I don't want to skip the cutscene. I want to hit the pause. Is there a pause feature? You wanted to skip the cutscene, right? No. I just wanted to see if there's like a way to pause. We've
skipped the cutscene for you.
I was like, okay. So I just read about it later. It's like, oh, so I guess the Taoist in black shows up and does evil stuff, turns guy to monster. I was like, I mean, I would have liked to have seen that, but
It
okay,
was pretty cool looking.
This wretched battlefield is not a great vista. But this is also a very brown level, so it's visually is not maybe as engaging as others. But at least action-wise, 2 thumbs up so far. We've got a new. I feel like I can't talk to
That's
new
a
characters
person.
yet. No, okay.
All right.
All right, we're going to the dust-blasted battlefield. This is our vista. All right, let's see. Here's another important thing. If I have the sit emote, there's got to be a sit. Is there not a sitting emote?
There's a kowtow, but I don't think that's what you're looking for.
There's despair, which I guess is a kind of sit. Now, is the despair last forever? No. Well, there you go. Wolong has said that despair does not last forever. And if you enjoyed what we're doing here, and you would like to kowtow with your friends or experience the 3 seconds of despair emotes, you can support us through Patreon with donating monthly. We'd love it if you do that. You can also support us doing the normal YouTube stuff, liking, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, or whatever. The engagement, feed the algorithm, etc., etc. Don't really understand how the algorithm works, but so it goes. Yeah, that really helps us out, and it makes it easier for us to make more of this stuff. And I think we'll probably... I know at least I'll be playing more of this game, because I really do like Neo, and this seems to be another cool one of those games. But yeah, if you want to see more videos of this game specifically, you can also just let us know in the comments as well. This has been Wolong. Fallen Dynasty.
Dynasty Warriors, the prequel. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between Bow 1 and Bow 2. Oh, really?
You have like a...
Okay, so there's Bow 1 and Bow 2. Let's see if you can figure out the difference between them.
Okay, so Bow
1. And then Bow 2.
It's the knuckles.
Left
hand on top, right hand on top.
Yeah, that they felt the need to do a completely separate emote.
When it's something like that, I just suspect, like, is this a cultural thing? Like, maybe one is a sign of respect, one is a sign of, great curse, depending on context. So maybe it's important. Or maybe just someone that was on the emote team was like, I don't know, I always put my right hand on top, and someone else on the animation team was like, that's weird, it should be the left hand. And they're like, okay, we'll do both.
And it started a whole war in the animation department.
It was a war. Nice.